Going. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the webinar. On behalf of Rob Martin, we welcome you. I'm just going to click on over to our screen share here, and we'll get going. All right. Okay, hopefully this will show up for everybody. So just a little housekeeping. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and post it in the chat. Rob will be manning that when I'm speaking, and when Rob takes over in a little bit, he will be manning that. If you have any questions to get a hold of me, you can get me on my Facebook page there. See Dr. Rohan Bensali. It's my business page on Facebook. teamfinderfocus@gmail.com for my email, and teamfinderfocus.com is my webpage. Rob's going to tell you a little bit about him.
My name is Rob Martin. You can find me at Country Club Fitness GM at gmail.com, or you can message me or find me at 508-463-5333 and text me, or we can set up a call.
All right, great. So let's get started. So we're going to talk today about the coach opportunity with Team Beachbody. There's a couple of keynotes right there. This is about being a coach, about helping other people. And it's an opportunity. It's a chance to make a difference in your life. Of course, nothing is guaranteed here, but it is a chance to help other people, and through that opportunity to help yourself. So a little about me. I've been a Beachbody customer since 2011 there. Just before I started, you can see me, had a big old gut. If you guys have heard of the metabolic syndrome, people who have pre-diabetes, things like that, that's what it looks like. So you have a couple of spare chins there and a big old gut. And I made the decision after my daughter was born to start with P90. P90 is one of Beachbody's first programs, and it is basically 4 workouts over 90 days. So you alternate 2 workouts for 6 weeks and another 2 workouts for the next 6 weeks. Pretty much as boring as you can get, but it's proof that you can have really great results even with a relatively boring workout program as long as you're committed. For the first 2 years I was a customer, I refused to try Shakeology. It's a funny story now, since we refuse to go anywhere without Shakeology. Then about 2 years later, I became a coach in April 2013. My own coach, who helped me a lot through my fitness transformation. You can see a little bit about my before and after pictures right there. I turned him down twice when he asked me to become a coach. And then finally, when I did join up, for 8 months, I basically did nothing until a program called P90X3 came out and really lit my world on fire. Now I'm a little more successful. I'm a 2-star diamond coach, which doesn't really mean anything except to tell you I have had some level of success with the business. More importantly, I'm a father of 2. You can see my kitties there on the left when I was still unhealthy. I had that big old gut and those like 9 chins and all that. You can see I was holding my son who is not so little now is on the right side on my shoulders, and my daughter, who showed up a little bit later, is in my arms. And this is really the heart of Beachbody, helping people do things that they couldn't do before. And there's no way that I could have, on the left, done what the guy on the right is doing. And that really, that made a huge difference in my life and providing a better life for my kids as well. I am a full-time cardiologist. The only important part of that is that I'm busy. I work 60 to 80 hours a week, like many of us. And despite that, I am able to absolutely work this business effectively. I'm a runner, and I find I bring that up only because when I was that guy on the left, or even before that, there's no way I could even run a quarter mile around the track. In high school, when the President's Challenge was up, I was always terrified because I was so afraid of trying to run and making a fool of myself. And then here I am, thanks to Beachbody, having run my 3rd marathon just within the last year, and aiming for a 4th in the not too distant future. I love programs like P90X and PIO, and those have both really made a huge difference to me. So let's talk about what Team Beachbody is, who Beachbody is, and what all that stuff means. So Beachbody was launched back in 1998. Our 2 founders, Carl Deichler and John Congdon, had a sort of back-of-the-napkin type of conversation and decided to create a business to help people lose weight. Now, that was a pretty saturated market at that point. You had things like, Tybo and Thigh Master and all this kind of stuff, and Stop the Insanity with Susan Powder. So, they were going to a saturated market, but they really wanted to make a dent. So they went and they started creating great programs. In 2000, P90 came out, the original Power 90, the first program that I ever did. And like I said, just 4 workouts over 90 days, but it really had some great impact. And then they went along, and then in 2004, everything changed. P90X came out, and almost everyone has heard of P90X. It is an intense 90-day program that produced incredible results. People were losing hundreds of pounds. It introduced fitness, intense boot camp style fitness to the home market. It revolutionized home fitness programs. And what we found was that people were reaching out to people who had already completed P90X, so-called P90X grads, and they were reaching out to them as mentors. And we found out that the people who had these mentors were much more likely not only to complete the program, but to have wonderful results. And so Beachbody said, hey, let's codify this. Let's make this mentorship into something real. And in 2007, Team Beachbody, which is the coaching network, was released. And the coaches were a group of people who fell in love with Beachbody programs and helped other people become successful. And then once that happened, boom, a veritable explosion of workout programs. The aptly named Insanity was released in 2009, one of the most intense workout programs ever created. I've had incredible results myself with Insanity. And as time went along, more and more programs were released. Body Beast was released in 2012. And that was a really special program. It was designed as Beachbody's muscle building program to create strength and add muscle. But what we found was that it really appealed to women. Now, in general, women aren't encouraged to lift weights, but we know that women need to lift weights because it improves bone density, improves muscle mass, improves glycemic metabolism and glycemic use. Basically, it does a lot of really great things. But, there's been this, perpetuated negative gym culture where girls aren't lifting weights, or maybe are made to feel uncomfortable lifting weights. Thankfully, that seems to be changing. And Body Beast is one of the reasons, because women had a program they could do at home with basically a personal trainer, which is Siki, the guy who does Body Beast, teaching them proper form and technique for using weights, and they could do it in the privacy of their own homes, and really had a program that was able to appeal to them, and that really had some great effect. In 2013, T25 came out. T25 also revolutionized home fitness, because now instead of doing a 45 or 50-minute workout, you could do this workout in 25 minutes. So the last excuse, which was, I don't have enough time, was blown away. 25 minutes a day, 5 days a week. P90X3 came out, 30-minute workouts. Again, very time efficient, getting rid of that last I don't have the time excuse. And then 21-Day Fix came out, and again, added not only 30-minute beginner level workouts, but added a nutritional component. So now you had everything. You had the nutrition, you had the workouts, you had the personal trainer, basically, which is the 21-Day Fix is Autumn Calabrese, and basically it created such amazing results for people that Beachbody was exploding. And then later in 2014, P90 came out. This was a revamped version of the original Power 90 that I did. And my own mom, who was 70 years old at the time, did P90, lost 30 pounds, reversed her diabetes. And we're not, advocating medical advice here. I'm just saying that this is what it was for my mom. And my mom's 70 years old. She's no spring chicken. She's got a frozen shoulder. She still managed to do these programs and had incredible results. So great. So we have a company that is in a saturated space, but is creating wonderful programs. How do we know this company is not going to go the way of Taibo and just disappear off the face of the earth? Well, since the Coach Network started in 2007, you can see the growth has been rapidly expanding. We exceeded $1 billion in sales in 2015 and are growing still. Now, we don't expect this growth to continue at this level. That would be silly, but we do expect it to continue growing. Team Beachbody is only in Canada and the United States. It's not even the entirety of North America. It's not in Mexico. It's not in South America. It's not in Europe. It's not in Asia. It's not in Africa. It's not in any of the other major markets of the world, just the US and Canada. So we expect this growth to continue, maybe not as rapidly as it's been since 2007, but with good growth. So why is this? So why is it that Team Body is growing so well and we expect it to continue? Well, there's 4 really strong components that makes Beachbody so special. There are the fitness programs, which we've already touched on. There's the nutritional component. We'll talk about Shakeology in just a moment. There is the peer support, which is what we do as coaches and what we're here to talk to you about today. And of course, the rewards, which Rob's going to talk to you a little bit about later on. So let's talk about Shakeology. Shakeology, if you've not ever heard of it, is Beachbody's hallmark nutritional program. It is a meal replacement shake, and it is meant to replace a single meal every day. When people ask us what Shakeology is, we tell them it's our daily dose of dense superfood nutrition, and that sounds absolutely ridiculous, of course, until you break it down into its component parts. So it's daily. This is meant to be a daily meal. So now all of a sudden you're not guessing about what you should have for breakfast. Should I eat toast? Should I eat eggs? Should I eat bacon? Should I cut the carbs? What should I be doing? Shakeology is laid out for you there, and it's something meant to be taken every day and take the guesswork out of a single meal. It's your dose. When we think dose, we think medicine. Shakeology obviously is not a medicine, but I will tell you that Shakeology is full of different trace elements, minerals, nutrients, some of which boost your immune system. And honestly, for me, I'm constantly bombarded by germs and pathogens in the hospital. And if I go a week without Shakeology, usually because I've given too much of it away to somebody, I invariably get sick. So Shakeology, I am 100% convinced, helps me get sick. We do have some clinical data to suggest that Shakeology lowers blood sugar, cholesterol, and accelerates weight loss. So if you want to think of it in those terms as medicine, you can. Again, this is not designed to treat or prevent any diseases, but we do know that there is data to suggest Shakeology helps with things like cholesterol and sugar. And your dense superfood nutrition. Well, these are all the superfoods that go into Shakeology. I won't bore you with all the names. Mostly I can't pronounce them anyway. There are things like shaga and ashwagandha and shishandra. I don't even know what half these things are. There's so many superfoods that are packed from around the world that help you. Things like adaptogen, anti-aging. Good for your skin and hair. Immune system boosters, like I said, things that help improve your sports performance. All that stuff is in there. So you can't get much denser than that. All of that is packed into one shake. It comes in a variety of flavors. I know right now Rob likes the vanilla. I'm a chocolate guy. My wife loves the cafe latte, which is not even shown there. She used to be a big fan of tropical strawberry until the cafe latte showed up, and now it's cafe latte and nothing else. There's something for everybody. That's the point. Whether you're vegan or you're non-vegan, they're all low glycemic index, and not to mention they taste amazing. So it's not like this kind of chalky, nasty protein drink. This is something that tastes really, really good. It's like having a chocolate shake that's actually good for you. So we have something that's for everyone. Whatever your goals are, Beachbody can help you. So whether you need DVD workout programs or you want streaming access, which is becoming more and more amazing, and Rob will tell you a little bit about that later on, we have that. Whether you need equipment from Beachbody, that's all available to you. You don't have to go shopping at 17 different places. It's all there from Beachbody, whatever it is that you need to get your workouts done. If weight loss is your ultimate goal, there are things like a 3-day reboot, which I have found very effective at getting me on the right, restarted, particularly after a holiday. This is a very popular thing to do after Thanksgiving, or after Christmas or after New Year's, to jumpstart you into the right frame of mind. We have a 21-day ultimate reset, which is a real cleanse, systemic reboot you can do. And then the most exciting thing for me is the supplements. Now, not pictured here is what we call the Beachbody Performance Line. And these are all NSF safe certified supplements that improve sports performance. So there's a pre-workout, a intra-workout hydrate, a post-workout recovery, an overnight recharge designed to help reduce the production of delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, and creatine, of course, which is one of the most heavily studied supplements around. In case you're wondering if they're effective, Beachbody recently became the official supplement of the Ironman Triathlon. And for those of you who are not familiar with the Ironman Triathlon, it is a 140.6 mile race, 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike ride, followed by a full 26.2 mile marathon. really good triathletes finish this in 10 hours. Other people finish anywhere 12 to 14 hours. So you can imagine if these people are exercising in a race from somewhere between 10 and 14 hours, you better have supplements that are good. And Beachbody has them, and they're the official supplement for triathlons. Okay, terrific. So you got these supplements, you got these great nutritional products, you got these great programs. Does any of this stuff work? Well, here's just a few examples of people who've had incredible success with Beachbody. And what you'll notice is that it's all body types. People who started with a lot of weight to lose, people who started with just a little bit of weight to lose, people who just needed to get, ripped up. Whatever your goals are, Beachbody has a program. And not only that, it's got someone who has already gone through what you're looking to achieve. There is someone out there who can help you, create the results that you want to create because they have done it themselves. He or she has done it themselves. And that's what the peer support coaching network is all about. Someone who has done the Beachbody programs, who has an idea of what it takes to be successful, and who's willing to share that with someone else. So people are asking, what is a coach? What should I not be doing? What do I have to do? Let's start with what you don't have to do. You do not have to be a fitness or nutrition expert to be a coach. Let me reiterate that. It's okay if you're a personal trainer, if you have some background in fitness and nutrition, that's terrific. But I don't. Other than the 3 hours of medical school that I had on nutrition, which most of this was nonsense anyway, I have no background in fitness and nutrition. I was fat and unhealthy my whole life. Beachbody, they're really good at fitness and nutrition. My job is to connect people with the right program. And that's what we do as a coach. You don't have to be a fitness and nutrition expert. You don't already have to be at your fitness and nutrition goals. We don't expect that to be the case. And in fact, we don't identify with people who have already reached the end of their journey or, reached where they want to be. We identify people who are going through the process and who are willing to share that with others. And you don't have to be an experienced salesperson. In fact, we're not looking for salespeople. We're looking for people who are willing to help others and who are willing to share their stories. So a coach is someone who shares how he or she has had their life changed by using the products and are willing to share that part with other people. You have to be committed to actually using the stuff. You can't tell people about how amazing Shakeology is if you don't use Shakeology. You have to be using the products, the exercise programs, and the nutritional products so that you can intelligently speak about that with other people. And most importantly, and one of the most exciting parts about being a Beachbody coach, you have to be willing to develop your mind and your outlook. And one of the greatest parts of what we do here is personal development. And they say that Beachbody is a personal development course cleverly disguised as a business, and that is definitely true. We spend a lot of time reading important books and going over things that improve our mind and our outlook with Beachbody. All right, so I'm gonna call it quits there, and I'm gonna throw it over to Rob. Let me just get off my screen share here. All right.
Hey, thank you, Doc. Fantastic summary of what we're going to cover. So absolutely amazing. So I will, okay.
Coming up. Okay, you're up, bud.
Perfect. So I'm going to cover a little bit about me and more the business end of it. Put it in presenter mode here. Okay. A little bit about me. I've been a customer since 2009 and within 6 months became a coach, but I became a coach mostly just solely for the discount. At that time, I really wasn't interested in working as a business. I started with P90X, and after day one, pretty much had thought, you know what, this is too difficult. I'm never going to be able to get through it. But the funny thing happened that day. Later that night, I got a call from somebody who said they were my coach. And I'm like, a coach for what? And they said, well, Beachbody, they give you a coach for every person who signs up for a program. I'm like, wow, that sounds pretty cool. And he explained to me there are many people just like me that struggled with the program, and that he was going to help me along with his team to get through the program. And pretty much everybody was doing the same thing. And that's kind of where Rohan had started, where, not salespeople. We're people that, use the programs, love the programs, and essentially help other people with the programs. You don't have to essentially redesign anything. It's already done for you. These are just real workouts, real programs. A burpee is a burpee. A lunge is a lunge. But they're done scientifically, so that way it's going to rotate the workouts depending upon what workout you're doing to help you get results. And I think that's important, results. And we'll go through that a little bit later. So after doing P90X and losing 40 pounds and establishing some muscle mass, I was absolutely hooked. I loved it. So I became a coach. I attempted to work the business, but really, I didn't really commit to it. So therefore, I was kind of in the business and then out of the business. And then I just essentially became a coach for the discounts and the tax benefits, mainly because I didn't commit to the business like I had committed to the workouts. And that's important. And we'll certainly go through that in a little bit. But I love the workouts. I love the community that Beachbody provided. I loved all the positive people. And above all, I loved what it did for me and my family. So you can see my family on the right there. They're a lot bigger than when I first began some 7 years later. A little bit about me. Like Rohan said, I've had some level of success in the business. And because I loved the fitness aspect and helping people, I became a certified nutrition coach and a certified trainer. And again, you don't need to do this. And most coaches, quite honestly, are not. But for my own personal knowledge, it's something that I absolutely enjoy doing. So I'm a father of 3, husband. I am a full-time general manager of a 27-hole country club, former golf professional. I love obstacle course races mainly because it provides a little bit of a test for all disciplines. I love lifting. Body Beast is a staple. I love PIO, HIIT workouts, and all helping other people. So the benefits of being a coach, really, why did I start becoming a coach? Well, what I realized real quickly with having 3 phenomenal kids is that no matter how much money you may make, they burn through it a lot quicker than what you would think. And then with the advent of college education looming in the foreground, the cost is ever growing. And what I didn't want these kids to have is impending debt upon their graduation. And I knew that what I was doing right now with my wife, she has a phenomenal job as well, was underfunding them. So no matter how much money we put away, it wasn't enough. And then on top of that, these unexpected bills should be called expected bills because invariably you have one a month that creeps up out of nowhere. And so I needed to do something part-time that was going to bring in some substantial income. But I needed to do this with something that I enjoyed doing because quite honestly, I really wasn't interested in doing something that was a grind. And on top of that, really something that didn't take time away from my family because quite honestly, I was busy enough working 60, 70 hours a week with my full-time job. And that doesn't even include the hour commute each way that I required to take to work. So what to do? So Beachbody was the perfect answer for me in my family because I have a huge passion for it. I love doing it. I love helping other people. I could talk fitness all day long. For anybody who's on the call, you probably already know that. I love helping other people. I get as much motivation and accountability from helping other people as they made from me. And that's kind of one of the secrets in that when I became a coach, my fitness level was pretty good. But when I became a coach, my fitness level was exceptional because my rationale was, okay, well, if I'm a coach and I'm supporting and helping other people get through these programs, well, I've got to be a little bit better myself. And so that in itself was pretty amazing. So, and also as a business owner, I don't know if anybody owns a small business that's on the call, but as a business owner, you get to write off expenses that you use for your business, regardless of how successful or unsuccessful you may be. And so certainly everybody strives to be uber successful, but as a business owner, you get to write off anything used for your business. And since we're on a team call right now for, on a laptop, the laptop is a business expense. We're hooked up to the internet. The internet is a business expense. Your data plan, your cell phone, anything you may use for your fitness level, sometimes your gym membership, if you still have a gym membership. The list kind of goes on and on exponentially for whatever you want to use. And so when you become a coach, what exactly do you get from Beachbody? Well, you get 3 preloaded websites that are pretty phenomenal that include everything. You don't have to be a webmaster. Everything is already done. You just type in your bio and away you go. But all these websites link directly back to your account. So you have to do nothing except enter your bank account information in banks. Beachbody sends you your monthly or your weekly check every Thursday, 3:00 Eastern, directly to your bank account. So it couldn't be any simpler from that standpoint. They also provide you all the training, all your customer information, all your client information for customers that you may get from Beachbody if you achieve a little bit of success. You also get this app that's pictured on the right side of the screen that allows you to run up to 10 different groups simultaneously. So for the trainer out there, this is absolutely amazing because what you can do, and not just for trainers, anybody, but what you can do is help other people keep track throughout the course of the day by essentially logging in their workouts, logging in their nutrition, logging in their results, really whatever you want. It is pretty amazing. And this is something that came out that's relatively brand new. And that's kind of the other part about Beachbody that's absolutely amazing, in that they're always coming out with new things. So one of the things that's absolutely amazing, and we'll touch on the rewards, is Beachbody On Demand. Beachbody On Demand is a streaming workout website that allows you to get any workout that Beachbody has streamed directly to your iPhone, smartphone, laptop, computer, desktop, your TV, anything that can get an internet signal can be streamed directly to that. So no more is the days of, you happen to have a DVD player, or if you were going on vacation or going to, travel for work, you wouldn't be able to do your workouts. It can be done anywhere. Also, what they're doing is they're starting to do live reality shows, added programming. They're starting to do Fixate, provide a live cooking show. They also have a workout of the day. So any type of workout that you want, you can get, whether that be from yoga, that plyo, strength training, HIIT workouts, workouts that focus on your glutes, workouts that focus more on delts, workouts that focus on your cardio, whatever the case may be, it has everything. So whether you're looking to add 20, 30, 40 pounds of lean muscle mass, or whether you're looking to lose hundreds of pounds, there's something for you. Oh, get back here. So rewards, as a Beachbody coach, there's just so many things that is beneficial. Aside from, certainly commissions are great. Don't get me wrong. This is a business. And so the money is absolutely phenomenal. And the bonuses for the team growth and all this is fantastic. But, if you told me 7 years ago that when I began this, I'd be at the age of 44, I'd be in the best shape of my life. Mentally, I'd be stronger than I ever was. Emotionally, I'd be able to support my family the way that I do. I am a better person, plain and simple, today than I was 7 years ago. Stronger, fitter, healthier. I don't take any medications anymore. So from that standpoint, the way you're able to better yourself, like Rohan said earlier, that this is a personal development wrapped up in a business. And that is so true. And so if you told me 7 years ago that I'd be where I am today and I didn't earn $1, I'd be sign me up. But then on top of that, you add in the exponential income that comes with this and the ability to continue to grow a business that gets larger and larger and larger. I just can't say enough about that. So the statement of earnings, this might be my favorite part of the presentation because I think it's very important. This is a business. This is a real business. This isn't a get-rich-quick business. This isn't a scam. This is a business. And like any business, it takes a little bit of time to build it up to where you want it to be. The reality is that when you start a business, a traditional business in America, you're going to be out of business in 3 years. And that's because you run out of money, you go bankrupt. In this business, that doesn't happen. But what does happen is that if you don't put the work, the effort, the dedication, the drive into it, that's exactly how it's going to pay you. Like you didn't put the work, the dedication, the drive into it. On the other hand, if you treat this like $1 million business, this will be $1 million business. It's honestly that simple. I often tell people who ask me what the drawback of Beachbody is. And I say the drawback of Beachbody is that this business doesn't cost you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to get into. And they kind of laugh at me. And they say, well, why is that? I said, well, if you paid $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for a business, you'd pay attention to it. You do it every day and you enjoy doing it. But because it doesn't cost you that, because it costs you $140 or $40 or $200, and we'll go through that in a bit, some people treat it like that. And because they treat it like that, it never materializes to anything. So literally what you put into the business is what you get out of the business. Rohan and myself have been somewhat successful in the business, and we've gotten that out of the business. If you do nothing, you're going to get nothing. So I think it's important to state that, by no means is this is an illusion. This is an actual business. So the amount of work that you put into it, you'll get out of it. And so everybody's skill set is a little bit different. When I first started, being a little bit older and out of my demographic, I didn't really know much computer-wise or social media-wise. I was pretty inept. So it took me a lot longer to get to the point where I want to be than most others. Most other people, they already know this. They already knew Facebook. They already knew Snapchat. They already knew Instagram. They already knew all these other things that I really pretty much had no idea about. So everybody's skill set is a little bit different. So it may have taken me 3 years, where it may take other people a year or 6 months to get to. It may take other people 6 years to get to the point where I was. I doubt that, but you never know. That's always important to recognize. Training and tools. Beachbody and the team that we're on, both Rohan, myself, and the other coaches who may have invited you, have an amazing team, in which case you don't do this alone. It's one of the few businesses that I've ever been a part of where all the tips, technique, information is provided amongst all the coaches. There are no secrets in this business. It's all provided. Every Monday morning, a millionaire coach tells you exactly how they built the business, tips that they use, the struggles that they had. And it's provided every single Monday morning for the past 12 years. And you can go back, and those coach calls are recorded, so you can listen to them to your heart's content. We provide a coach basics group that are absolutely amazing, coach training, marketing tools. I mean, the list goes on and on. Nothing was not thought of when they put this together. Coach breaking news. I mean, up-to-date information, a monthly newsletter, the FAQ where you can get any question. 24/7, 365-day customer service. So you don't actually do anything as far as taking orders. You don't do anything as far as taking money. You don't do anything as far as returns. All that is taken care of for you. All you do is you support your clients. You show them where they can order it on the website or the links, and that is all you do. You don't have to touch anything else. We're not loading you up with product. You don't have to buy any inventory. All that other stuff is stuff that you don't have to deal with. They teach you about social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I still can't figure out Snapchat for the life of me. I'm getting better, but it is still a little bit beyond my grasp. What to expect from our team. Whoever invites you to the coaches is your sponsoring coach, and they mentor you throughout the entire business. My goal is to talk to my teammates to show them exactly how I was successful and how they can be successful. And then we use the other team. So say, for instance, Rob, geez, I really don't have much in common with you, but I really want to start this business. Well, that's phenomenal, because I have over 65, 70 coaches, and then we have thousands of teammates that we can find somebody who is very similar to yourself and pair you up as a success coach. So we can help you no matter what. We have regular team meetings. I know I have a call right after this webinar for my team meeting. We also have one on Wednesday nights, and I know Rohan has his team meetings, and we have also a lot of personal development meetings from there. We have leadership training, unbelievable support, and plenty of recognition to go around. So what are your options? What are we going to do? Are we going to sign up as a coach, a customer? What are your goals? Oftentimes, to me, people say, well, I want to be, before I become a coach, I want to be a finished product. I want to be, walk the walk. I want to look like a finished product on the DVD. And that couldn't be any further from the truth. People don't want perfect, right? In fact, I would say now, I have a tougher time now with the shape that I'm in versus when I first started, because people saw me when I first started going through the transformation. Now they look at a finished product and they say, well, geez, you've always had to be fit. And the reality is no. I was once 265 pounds, completely out of shape, and now I'm 175 pounds. And so now for the last 7 years, people have seen me as one way. They haven't seen me the other way. So oftentimes for new people that may not be a finished product or may have to go through their own transformation, that's the way to go. So people see you through your transformation and they can relate to what you're doing. So to join as a coach, you get a challenge pack. You save $50 to $80 right off the discounted price. So not only do you get a business, but you actually get a huge savings. And that $40 coach enrollment fee is waived. And what you get is you get a free first month shipment of Shakeology, home direct, or performance supplements, whatever you prefer. So Shakeology is a phenomenal product that has so many different benefits. I can't even speak to it. I take it every single day. I have not been sick in the last 5 years, certainly knock on wood. I think I jinx myself every time I do this webinar, but absolutely amazing. I use the performance supplements. I use the pre-workout and the post-workout recovery, as well as a creatine every day. You also receive that first month of the Beachbody on demand subscription, which is absolutely amazing, and you'll become soon addicted to that. Or you can do it as number 2. You can get Shakeology HD home direct plus the $39.95 fee. But honestly, it's the same cost as the challenge pack, because all the most popular challenge packs this month are on sale for $140. So it makes the most sense to go with the challenge pack, the best bang for the buck. Or you can just simply get a fitness program plus the $40 fee. But again, I think honestly, to be able to do this business well, you have to have a background in all the different programs as far as the levels. You have to do a program, you have to try the Shakeology or the performance supplements and the on-demand. Because honestly, that's the only way you're ever going to be able to recommend to anybody. If you recommend a movie to somebody, the assumption is that you've seen the movie and can talk about different parts of the movie that you enjoyed. If you're recommending a movie and you never saw the movie, the conversation isn't going to go very far when people start asking questions. The same would be true if you were recommending a restaurant. So it's very important to realize that. The business service fee, $15.95 a month for the business service fee. And what exactly does that cover? Now, a lot of you on the webinar might say $15.95 a month. What's that for? It's pretty amazing what it does cover. It covers the 3 websites to be hosted online, so that fee is covered. Now, in a different business, the one that I run at the country club, it costs me over $100 a month to host one website that doesn't have any retail cart, that doesn't have any information, videos, etc. It's a pretty blah site, but it costs me $100 a month to host that. So you get the 3 websites covered there. You also get the app. You also get the Coach Online Office, which is essentially your business. It's right on the website. It's in a different portal, but it gives you all your information from your commissions, your customers, your clients, your coaches, your downline, et cetera, et cetera. You don't, like I said, you don't inventory anything. So all the product warehousing, inventory, returns, 24/7 customer service is taken care of that $15.95 fee. So it's absolutely amazing. It provides you obviously with the training, the marketing, the communications, and so on and so forth. So it's pretty amazing what you get for that. And if you're not ready, honestly, to become a coach, and some of you may not be, customers are phenomenal. In fact, you can get that same challenge pack as a customer, and then down the road, if you decide that you want to become a coach, that $40 fee is still waived. So they give you the opportunity to do that. So you can do that, and it's absolutely tremendous. And then from there are over thousands of different items that you can buy from Beachbody, whether it be accessories, clothing, supplements, Shakeology, different programs, the streaming, the cookbooks. I mean, the list goes on and on of all the different items that you can get, and they keep on adding to it. In fact, in November, we have a new Core de Force, which is a MMA kickboxing workout, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Already looking forward to that. So in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you is going to follow up and ask, what did you like most about the presentation? I'm sure that there are things that you'd say, geez, it was a little too long here. I would have liked more information there. That will help myself and Rohan put together a better presentation for other people with the information that they may like, and then also provide you with the information that you desire that we may not have covered. Does it seem like a fit to you to achieve your goals? Look, I mean, this is a business, right? So it may not be for everybody. I mean, if you're passionate about fitness and you're looking to add a revenue stream, it may align perfectly with your goals. But if you don't like talking to people, if you really don't want to help other people through their journey, then maybe it might not be a great fit, in which case maybe we can help you with a program. Either way, we love having you take a look at the business. Which option appeals to you the most? Like I said, I think you have to be honest with yourself, because if you like the sound of it and you like to earn money doing fitness, but you won't put any effort into it, maybe the customer end is a better way to go. And then as you fall in love with the programs, maybe you morph over to a coach. That's kind of the way I started, and that's the way Rohan started, and that may be the way you want to start. But either way, myself and Rohan, this is not a business where we get anything from coaches who sign up and do nothing. We want people that are going to, be successful in the business, be successful customers, get something out of the programs, better themselves. And if that's you, if you want to better yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, I think that this is absolutely the most amazing business you could possibly be. So I think you have to be honest, and what can coaching do for me? Who can I help? The reality is there's 70% of North Americans, are considered overweight to obese, 70%. And let me tell you, my kids are younger. I go in some of the schools, it's not getting any better. The proliferation of processed food, soda, sugar is getting worse, and there's an epidemic. And the beauty of this is that when you help somebody who's in a family, not only are you helping that person, but ultimately you're changing the family as well. Because what happens is that when I went through my journey, my kids watched what I was doing. My wife watched what I was doing. Now, I didn't pontificate to them. I didn't tell them what they should or shouldn't do. But they saw the changes I was making in my life, and they liked it. And so ultimately they ended up following. I don't know if you heard, but my son in the background was doing Body Beast. He's 14 years old. I didn't tell him to do it. He's automatically goes down every night, takes it upon himself to do it. And it's taught him how to eat better. It's taught him how to lift. It's given him a self-respect that he hasn't had. So what are my goals and dreams? It's sad to say, look, I have a college education. I have some years into a master's that has not been completed. But before Beachbody, I didn't have any goals or dreams. I just kind of went to work each day and hoped to God that things would take care of itself so I could retire someday. I had dreams, yeah, but the dreams were pie in the sky. There was no way I was going to get to those dreams the way I was going. Now with goals, those dreams are going to become reality. And there's no doubt about that for myself. And I'm sure Rohan's exactly the same way. So where do we go from here? If you want to contact Rohan, Rohan's going to give you his business information.
Yep. So once again, teamfindyourfocus@gmail.com and teamfindyourfocus.com, where you can find me at Facebook, Dr. Rohan Bansali.
And if you want to contact me, you can contact me via Country Club Fitness GM@gmail.com or firsttfitness.com. But probably the easiest way, I think we're all connected via Facebook. You can message me or just text me via my cell, 508-463-5333. We appreciate you joining.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.